Hey guys, and welcome to another adventure. This time we have travelled all the way to Wiltshire and are staying at Stanton House Hotel, a beautiful hotel surrounded by countryside. Good morning guys, it's bright and early, just gone 7 now. And we're starting off our day with a walk. We're away at the moment, Tina's got to go to work, but I am going to go exploring at Wiltshire. But first we're going to explore the grounds, which are absolutely beautiful, and the park. So this is an absolutely beautiful garden. We're about to leave it now and head to the park, which is adjacent to the hotel. We spoke to the gardener just then, and there's only one person that does the entirety of this property. How crazy is that? So we are now leaving the hotel grounds and entering the park itself. Stanton Park is situated just outside the hotel and is a beautiful park and nature reserve. We started off our day by giving these cute little swans a nice feed. Shame it was a little bit on the grey side, but it was really nice walking through the park and bumping into the many sheep that live there. Perfect way to start your day actually, with all the animals, with the ducks and the sheep.
I just tread in sheep poo.
Oh, which is ideal before you go to work, isn't it? Sadly, Tig had to go to work, so I made my way solo up to Gloucester, which was an hour's drive from where we were staying. Hey guys, so we've travelled all the way out to Gloucester. We're going to explore Sudeley Castle and the grounds, and I'm so looking forward to it. This place looks absolutely epic. It's a beautiful castle that was predominantly used by the Tudors and has been destroyed and rebuilt so many times. It is so impressive and beautifully built and restored, so I really want to go and explore it with you guys. So come along, let's do this. I can't wait to explore it. So sadly Tig had to work today, so it's just me solo. So this is very cool. They have like elephant sculptures kind of dotted around the grounds. They're kind of wooden carvings of the elephants, and they're practically life-size actually, so that's kind of cool. Beautifully done, these wooden sculptures. It's like me and my friend Sampa when I was in India. Saying Sudeley Castle, it's Sudeley Castle. So let's explore some of that history now, shall we? Located in the heart of the Cotswolds with a history that spans 1,000 years, Sudeley Castle has been the home of many royal families and is the only private castle to have a queen buried within its grounds, the last wife of Henry VIII, Catherine Parr. It is so nice practically having this castle to myself. So Sudeley House has had many royals throughout history in its grounds. Predominantly it's had the Tudors, so that's Elizabeth I, Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII and Catherine Parr, who is actually buried here and was Henry VIII's final wife. As I explored the grounds, I came across the ruins of a Benedictine monastery that dates back to 798 and used to house over 300 monks. Sadly, this monastery was destroyed by Henry VIII during the Reformation. On a royal progress, Henry VIII gained lots of popularity with his now wife Anne Boleyn, and the destruction of the monasteries soon followed. So I just had a really nice tour from Mike, who really knows his stuff, very friendly guy. He had the War of the Roses, and it was lots of different families, a little bit like Game of Thrones, as Mike said, trying to fight for the throne of power. And when the Tudors eventually came into power, they made the rose their emblem as a way to sort of be peacemakers and trying to unite all the families under one banner. So you often see roses like this. This is the Queen's Garden, which was done up by the Victorians to make it look like the Tudor garden that it would have been once back in the day. The original garden back where the Tudors were here would have gone on and on and on and on. I think probably further out here. So this lovely garden is called the Queen's Garden because 4 of England's queens, Anne Boleyn, Catherine Parr, Lady Jane Grey and Elizabeth I, all walked through these grounds. So Sudeley House is absolutely beautiful. The gardens, the ruins. I haven't got inside yet, but I'm going to. So before I go into the castle, I just want to share with you guys the chapel where Catherine Parr was laid to rest. They discovered Catherine Parr's tomb and she was incorrupt. So her body was completely incorrupt, and apparently people started to pillage her tomb and take little souvenirs and basically become tomb raiders and take souvenirs from her coffin and her body, I think. This church is still a functioning church, and there are masses held every few weeks that people can just go to, which is nice. And this is Catherine's tomb. Catherine Parr. Catherine Parr had a child, a little girl, but that child died at the age of 2. And Catherine Parr died shortly after giving birth. I think due to sepsis or something like that. Not much is known about Catherine Parr, but she did write a book of Psalms and was one of the first female writers in England, writing the book Lamentations of the Sinner. So let's go explore inside the castle. Sadly, there was no filming inside, but I did manage to harass a statue of Lady Anne Herbert and checked out Elizabeth I's bedroom, which was recreated out in the garden. These ruins are so beautiful. In fact, it used to be a banqueting hall where guests would enjoy meals with a nice roaring fire. There are lots of stories around this tower, but one of the most famous and funny ones was the fact that King George III fell down the flight of stairs in this tower. So guys, sadly I couldn't film in the castle itself, apart from that little sneak peek of one of the rooms. I really love this castle, I'd highly recommend it. The grounds are gorgeous and it's just a lovely spot. Now this is the replica of the Roman ruins. Now they're 2 miles up those hills, the original Roman ruins is there, pretty much untouched. I believe they found this in the Victorian time, and it's very unlike people that find ruins to leave them where they are. The fact that they left them and made a replica here so we could see it is pretty awesome. Now just ahead of us here, those hills out that way are the Cotswolds. After taking in the views of the Cotswold Hills, I headed to the nearby town of Winchcombe, which used to be the home of the Benedictine monastery before it was destroyed. Wandering through the town of Winchcombe, there's a helicopter flying overhead. It doesn't look like it's changed much. After walking through the town, I stumbled upon a little cafe at the bottom of this antique shop and got myself a nice cup of tea and a slice of gluten-free cake. Oh my god, that gluten-free lemon cake is absolutely delicious. It's moist and it's really, really nice. After that delicious pit stop, I was back on the road again, heading to Butt's farm. So we've left Gloucester and now we're in Wiltshire. We're going to check out this farm. That's a shame. A COVID outbreak, so they had to close the farm. That's a real shame. Oh well, these things happen, huh? So with a bit of a farm flop, I headed back to the hotel. Do you know what I've been desperate for since I've been out? Fizzy water, so I have one now. I'm gonna do a little bit of work here. Yeah, it's disappointing about the farm because I was really looking forward to that, but this does happen sometimes, and especially when you're in an area where there's no signal, you can't really look up other things to do in the area unless you really know the area super well. So sorry about that, guys. It's a shame I couldn't figure out another place to go, but I just had no signal, so my maps wasn't working and I was just like, ah! So, but that was a bit of a bummer, but you know what, we at least got some animals in this morning, round Stanton Park. After leaving the hotel and collecting Tig, we stumbled across this cool piece of artwork. Something about the Doomsday Book there. So I wonder what is significant with Swindon and the Doomsday Book. Tig,
Yes.
let's shed some light on the Doomsday Book in Swindon. What is going on?
I can't shed much light on it, but what I can tell you is in 1086, William I had the Doomsday Book written, which was a comprehensive list of settlements in England, and Swindon was in the largest 40% of settlements with 27 households.
All these years I thought the Doomsday Book was something foretelling the end of the world, but apparently it's just property, so that is something I've learnt this evening. And it started to rain, so there you go. After our Doomsday shenanigans, we decided to go and get some Thai food. Next time I have one of these beers, I'll be in Thailand. So I had vegetable spring rolls and Tig had a tom kha soup, and we both had curries as our main. The food was so good. Next time, I explore a strange, unique town and visit one of the most iconic tourist attractions in England. So until next time, guys, take care and we'll see you soon.